Hey y'all, I just wanted to share with you a book that I just got done making, and it's for a swap that I'm doing with Chantal Lepage. I haven't ever done a swap before, and Chantal and I met on Facebook, and we talked for a really good while the night that we met, and we've just continued talking. So she convinced me to do a swap with her, and this is what I've come up with. A lot of the stuff in this has also been inspired by Jibid Neary and Tracy Fox. I've been watching their YouTube channels for the past 2 weeks, and I've gotten a lot of really great ideas from them, so I just wanted to give credit to those gals. If you haven't already looked at their YouTube channels, you should definitely go check those out. Alright, so I don't want to keep you all too long. Here we go. I made this book out of, I don't know what kind of box it was, but it's some kind of box, cereal box, cracker box, I don't know. And this is out of a magazine, and I've just put some glitter glue on the front of it and some washi tape. So, I've done the duct tape over the stitching, and this is the back. The front cover, again, stuff out of magazines. Here's This Book Belongs To, little bird. This little post brad, I think those are really neat. I want to use them more. I actually got some ink for my printer recently, so I've been printing stuff off of Pinterest, the Ephemera Fairy, and I think it was like 10 best sites to get ephemera, free printables. So I was doing that, and most of them said that if for a gift or personal use, then that's fine. But I'm not selling this, so I figured that that was okay. This is out of a pack that I found while I was working out of town. It's The Good Life. All of these were really, really pretty, so I'm glad that I got to use them. It's just a little book for journaling, some coffee dyed, some pretty good sturdy paper. I made a little paper clip. It's a deer. And this is just a mason jar. I thought those were really sweet. And I did some collaging on the bottom here, bottom of the pocket. On this page, I was unsure of whether to keep this part up here blank for journaling or to put something on it, and then I saw this and I had to put that on there, so here we are. Here's just some stuff in here, part of that same pack for journaling. This is just a little collage. Pretty lady with a nice hat on. Some little journaling spots. And this looks like it would come out, but it doesn't. So I like to put little post-it notes. Hey, don't pull this. Pull this one. Don't pull that one. So that you don't end up tearing out part of your book. Here's just a little collage. It was going to be this part, and it still can be if that's how she wants it to be, looking through. But then I did this little collage on the back with the scraps that were on my table, and I thought that that looked really neat back there. This is one of my favorite little tiny pages. I got this pack of stickers, and I was really excited to use them. So she ended up on the front. And it's just a little book. little envelope with a tiny little page in there for writing on. This Forever Yours came in a pack that I got from Austin Creative Reuse. This was in one of those Tim Holtz packs that my friend from work gave me. Little journaling card. And this tag is from the sweet potatoes that we got from work. I found this tag on the ground. And it's assuring us that our potatoes, our sweet potatoes, are weevil-free, and from a weevil-free area in Mississippi. So, thank you. That makes me feel better, knowing that they're weevil-free. I made this tuck spot out of some tickets that I got from Swap. And some of this stuff may change in this book. It's not all set in stone. I don't know whether or not I'm going to put little tags coming off of these tags. Little strings coming off of these tags. So we'll see. She'll see. Y'all won't see unless she shows you. And this page I made out of wallpaper sample and this pretty sticker that I got from Dollar Tree. It's like a 3D sticker. It's multi-layered. And it's got a little petal envelope. Some more of that pack that I got while I was out of town. And this pretty postcard. This is one of my favorite pages. I really like the library cards. I'm obsessed with the library cards themselves, like the part you put your name on and everything. I kind of have a hard time parting with them. So I'm trying to get them out there, use them more. So I made this one into a library pocket, and the reason I had to make this page was because this kept getting on my desk somehow. 3 different times I thought I had put it away. I was sure I'd put it away, and it still ended up on my desk. So I had to use it. And this lady looks like a badass, honestly. So I gave her some really big butterfly wings, and she looks really confident, and I like her. Put some paper flowers behind her, and these were all from different little somethings. This was actually an earring, this butterfly wing. So I took it off of there, put it on this paper clip. This is just a little piece of plastic. It's see-through, so, and then it looked really good coming together with this blue butterfly. Mel Smell gave them to me. Thank you, Mel Smell. Hi, Mel Smell. And this is a little journaling area that we've created here out of a CD holder. And I just put some tracing paper over some fancy paper, if you will, and did some stamping on top of it. So that's cool. And Chantal likes sunflowers, so I included this little paper with a little something about sunflowers on it. I got that book. I got it out of a book that I found at the thrift store. It's Disney gardening. So there's more to come of that. You'll see later. This is just the other side of that dead nettle page, which I think was really cool. I think I double dipped that page. That's why it's so dark. And I did some decoupaging with tissue paper and napkins down there. And I really like this tag a lot because it's shiny. And it's on that little post again. Pardon me. This is a little journaling spot of some birds that I got from my friend at work in that Tim Holtz pack. And some more of that business. And this is a little envelope that I made for journaling. Tim Holtz business there. And I just put a little stamp in there. And some official business type stuff, y'all. Oh no. And a little something that I found in this Green Kingdom book that I have. I don't know if it might have been a kid's book for school or just a kid's book about gardening, but that came out of there. Put some decoupaging and some collaging on there. There's paper in here for journaling. The Green Kingdom, there you go. And I like that I used a lot of lace in this book. It really adds a lot of texture, and I like that. This brad is one of my favorite brads. I found them on sale at Hobby Lobby. And it's a little swing out. This is a tuck spot made out of a tea bag. This is a paper booklet. Pardon me, that I did some stamping in. Left space for her to journal. And some more of that pack that I found while I was out of town. Some pretty flowers. Oh. Tried to keep the bling at a minimum here. Some stamping on that tea bag. I really like this page a lot because her skirt is a rose. I was going through magazines looking for stuff that might go well in here, roses and flowers and whatnot, and I found this girl and I really liked her hat, so I cut her out, and then I later found the rose and thought, oh, that would make a really great skirt. And there they are together, and I put some rays coming off of her hat because she's radiant and lovely. Some little journaling spots. This is actually, I feel like it's wallpaper, because it's got, I don't know, it's very thick. This is, it looks like it might come out, but it doesn't, so that's where I would put a little note. Hey, don't pull that. Don't pull that out. Here's some more little journaling areas. I did some glimmer mist on this page, so I don't know if you can tell that, but it's shiny. I promise, it's shiny. I like this page a lot. This is just a pretty page that I found. I coffee stained it, and I put a little ring charm on here, and it'll stay on there because it's on this little nifty tag. And then I put some tracing paper over this, so she can write on the tracing paper, she can write on the back of this, she can write on that, and I decoupaged some napkin in there. I really like this page a lot. It's one of my favorites. There's 3 signatures in here, so here's our second one. She really likes sunflowers, like I said. This page is really pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. She can leave this in here. She can use it in another journal if she likes. And this also came out of that Disney book. I put some vellum on the back and sewed around all that. And this paper here I really liked, so I left it. She can take a picture on there, put something fun that her children drew on there. This was actually the first page that I started on, which is like the smallest thing, but that pear was the inspiration for this whole thing, because my friend Mel Smell, thanks Mel Smell, she gave me some of these Lotteria cards, and they're big like this instead of being little tiny guys like I can usually find anywhere. So that went well with that. And Chantal actually inspired me to make this little fold-out ticket, and there's some more tickets. And I really like the back is a little bingo card. Oh, see, lift here. Because you might just think, oh, that's a pretty page. There's nothing I can do with that. But it actually folds out. She could even write on this if she wanted to. I don't know, get crazy. I found this in a magazine and did some glimmer misting. And this just has a spot to do some journaling on. A little bird on this paper clip. Close it up. And I did a circus page because I really like doing a circus page in each of the books. I like to put a Southwest Western kind of page and a circus page. And I did some collaging with tickets on this pack of paper. I got this out of a pack of paper that I got from Hobby Lobby. And I had to make this a little thinner because it was too chubby. So I just put the other one on the other side. And actually, that's a tuck spot. And this guy comes out. And there's little tickets in there, I promise. And here's just some tracing paper, and I did some stamping on it. You can write on there, you can draw on there, you can do some of your own stamping on there. This is like a Wicked Alice in Wonderland mushroom trip kind of page. I found this in a magazine that I like a lot, and these all came out of different packs of ephemera. And then you open it up, you got spots for journaling. Oh, I like this page. Dreams can take you anywhere. So there's that. And there's this spot. I found these mushroom pages on Etsy, and I did some fussy cutting on there. Made a little book to write on. Gave her some more space to write on. And then there's some more sunflowers, some more spot to write on some coffee dyed paper. I made a little pocket out of this Texas Bluebonnets seed packet. And here is the last signature. I found these great big huge paper clips the other day at the thrift store, so I was really excited to use those. And it went really well for this page. It was a sewing theme page. And I had already made this big huge tag. And I just added this little lady on here last night. But everything else in here was already put together. The stamping. Made a little envelope that's got a spot for journaling in there. And here's some more journaling card. Oh golly, look out. And this was actually a stamp that I found at the craft store, and it was a handmade stamp, so I thought that was pretty neat. Not another like it. Okay. Like I said, I like to make a Western page, so here's that one. Another one of those cards that Melissa gave me, Mouse Mel. And I didn't think I was ever going to use these chicken stamps, and I actually got to. So that was really, you know, y'all, that made my day. And I like this. I put this little, that thing on there, button, and did some collaging and decoupaging. And then I found these at work. It's just a flyer, so I stuck some cardstock on the back of it. This came out of that Disney book I was telling you all about earlier. It's already paying off buying that book. Oh, and I made a little tuck spot out of some vellum. Oh my gosh, look out. I'm going to have to glue that down. You know, you like when stuff like that happens while you still have it, because you're like, oh my gosh, if she had got that and that happened, that would have been so embarrassing. Okay. I like this steampunk page a lot, and I'm really proud of my artistic abilities. This is really good for me. These smokes here, this little something coming out of there, I really like that. I'm not very good at drawing, you guys. This is good for me. So, I added some little embellishments over here, some hands of the clock, and another one of those doilies that came in that pack. And I felt like all of this stuff was kind of coming out of their little automobile there. And I made this little spare buttons came in here, but this came with spare keys. And a paper clip with a metal tassel. This cute little stamp that I got. And this is a butterfly that I found many years ago, probably about 16 years ago. And I just found it recently the other day, so I sewed that. I had it in my wallet from when I was a lot younger. And so I just cut that piece off and sewed around it. And it's cute, and I love it. So then there's this right here. She can do some journaling on that. I still wanted the page to be practical. There's not much journaling to be done there, but it's really pretty. And then I put a tea bag over it, so it's got a neat texture, and it's not going to hang up whenever you put your tags in and out. I found this really neat lady. I love her little gun over here. That's cool. And the back is vellum, but I've sewed lines on it like I've watched one of my favorite ladies, Gibbet, do. And then this goes on top of her. It's just a piece of pretty something. I did some stamping on the back there, and like machinery, dictionary, what have you, on some really fancy black paper. And then here's a little embellishment, a nice little bead, and that little clear plastic stuff. And I've just sewed this onto a piece of cardstock. And this is just paper. Some more. It's not even on cardstock, it's just a pretty piece of paper. A bouquet and a basket. And some stamping. And then there's plenty of space right there just for journaling alone. And it looks nice still. I tend to go overboard and just want to do so much, but I tried to keep it simple because that's what she said. She didn't like a lot of bling. And I've never used my scanner before. I've never really used my printer before because I feel like as soon as I got it, it ran out of ink. And so I've been testing things and trying different stuff, and I accidentally messed up this really cool piece of paper here, but it turned out to be good. There's actually printed words on the back of this, but instead of you seeing that, you're actually seeing just a tuck spot. So this worked out for the better. Potatoes and these really cute cherries. I think that it's Dutch, I think maybe German, I'm not quite sure the language, but I got 3 of those books at a garage sale, and they're really, really cool. So I was really excited to get to use those, make copies of them. And this is just a little mason jar and a little charm that I made out of a safety pin and put a bead on there. And envelope like I've seen Gibbet do. I hope that I'm doing this right and making you proud, at least. And it just tucks into this here. I hope that Chantal loves it. I hope that she doesn't watch this video. I've already warned her not to. Unless she just can't contain herself. because that's the end of the book. So, yeah, now that I've gotten over this hurdle and I know that I can make one in the amount of time that I'm given and I'm not going to freak myself out about it, then I think that I want to do more swaps because this was really fun. And, yeah. So, there you have it. I hope that you like it, Chantal, but don't watch it right now. Alright, I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.